It's done. It is in there. He's concerned that.
Thank you, so kindly, thank you.
We're
so happy with it.
Actually say
It's
that
almost like
any
a door.
sales.
I can brag it, it's it's finally finished.
Service Committee to order at 6:45. Committee members are myself, Councilor Reynolds, and Councilor Blair. I have two motions this evening. From the docket of June 19, 2018, I entertain a motion to accept the resignation of Councilor at Large Julie A. Hall, an Attleboro Municipal Council member, effective midnight, September 3rd, 2018.
Second.
Thank you. I'm going to read the letter that Councilor Hall prepared in late spring. President Cooper, for the benefit of the City of Attleboro, please accept my resignation from the council effective midnight, September 3rd, 2018, to allow the City of Attleboro to plan and fill my projected vacancy as Councilor at Large. It is my intention to allow the city to capitalize on upcoming elections where there are already two opportunities scheduled and will require the same resources to be expended. I ask for your approval with all intentions that my resignation will cause the city will not cause the city any undue cost on the evening before my election, and will have minimal impact on the continued full representation of the council. So Councilor Hall had her last meeting with us in mid-August, and this is just something that we have to do to have the seat be open, and the next motion also follows along with that. Does anybody have any comments about that? Awesome.
Thank you. So, first of all, thank you to Council Hall for her service to the city in this capacity. But I did there was some discussion about revising the date at one point when this was initially submitted, and I spoke to the Secretary of State's office, and they told me that there was actually that it was a formality and it was a good practice to accept the resignation, but that wasn't entirely necessary, because once it was submitted to the clerk and stamped received, it was effective on the date stated in the letter. So the first part is to accept the resignation, but she has technically already resigned by virtue of submitting the letter of resignation. The second one, declaring the vacancy, Councilor Holmes can talk to that when we get to it. Thank you. That concludes my comments.
Anyone else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. From the docket of June 19, 2018, I entertain a motion to declare the vacancy exists in the office of Councilor at Large Julie A. Hall, Municipal Council Member. Further, that the Municipal Council instruct the clerk of the council to cause notice for this vacancy to be published in the newspaper of general circulation in the City of Attleboro on September 6th, September 7th, and September 8th, 2018. Said notice to inform the voters of the City of Attleboro that the nomination papers for the office of Councilor at Large shall be filed in the office of the Board of Election Commissioners no later than 5 p.m. on Monday, September 24th, 2018.
Second.
Thank you. So I said a lot of dates right there. Basically, it will be in the newspaper on September 6th, 7th, and 8th that there is an opening. And then anyone can pull papers. They do need to be back to the election office by September 24th. And there is a whole printout of dates that anybody can get from the election office. But pretty much those are the dates to remember, that by September 24th, 100 certified signatures do need to be brought in. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:49.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. 6.
What happened?
We got 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, yeah. So did the seal get you?
No, I was getting up to walk across the boat and waiting. And it just fell over and fell into the scuba tank right in the gym. That was great.
and join me in a salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, I'd entertain a motion to approve the records of May 22nd, 2018.
Second?
Thank you. Any questions or comments? No. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Thank you, motion passes. We have no public hearings tonight. We can move right to the reading of the mayor's communication.
September 4th, 2018, dear municipal councilors. I respectfully submit a communication from Fire Chief Scott T. LaChance regarding the need to reimburse an employee for the replacement of mandatory uniform pants that were damaged on duty during fiscal year 2018. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body transfer $19.99 from account fire uniforms to account fire bills previous year. Copies in your packet.
Budget Appropriations Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Solid Waste Administrator Jessica Signorella regarding the need for your approval to pay a previous year bill in the amount of $802.85 to Waste Management. A vote authorizing payment is needed to satisfy this debt. There is no transfer of funds needed to pay this bill, as there is sufficient funding in Fund 2604. Copies in your packets.
Budget Appropriations Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Solid Waste Administrator Jessica Signorella regarding the need for your approval to pay a previous year bill in the amount of $64.20 to the City of Attleboro. A vote authorizing payment is needed to satisfy this debt. There is no transfer of funds needed to pay this bill, as there is sufficient funding in Fund 2604. Copies in your packets.
Budget and Appropriations Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Executive Director of the Contributory Retirement Board, Leslie Ring, regarding the need for funds to cover the expense of an employee during his military deployment. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body to transfer $28,099.51 from account Citywide Reserve Fund for transfer to account Citywide Military Retirement Credit. Upon approval, the available budget in the Reserve Fund for Transfer account will be $330,156.17. Copies in your packets.
Budget and Appropriations Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Health Agent Ellen Perry regarding the receipt of a Sustainable Materials Recovery Program municipal grant from the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection. The amount of the grant this fiscal year is approximately $49,000 in recycling dividends funds. The funds do not have to be spent in the fiscal year received and may be carried over to future years. In accordance with Chapter 1, Section 12 of the revised ordinances of the City of Attleboro, I hereby request your honorable body to approve expending such funds in any future grant amendments. Copies in your packets.
Public Works Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Superintendent of Public Works, Michael Tyler, regarding the need for funds parts to rebuild the conveyor system on the 2004 Elgin sweeper. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body transfer $5,670 from account Citywide Reserve Fund for transfer to account Public Works Supplies Equipment. Upon approval, the available balance in Reserve Fund for transfer will be $324,396.17. Copies in your packets.
Public Works Committee, please.
The existing rooftop 10-ton split system, excuse me, HVAC unit at the Shang Building for the Registry of Deeds office needs replacement, as its useful life has been exhausted and parts are no longer available. This office has received one quote for replacement of this unit and is in the process of securing 2 more quotes. Although we do not have a final price, I am requesting the funds now in order to move the process along. A 15% contingency has been added to this total. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body to transfer $37,030 from account Citywide Reserve Fund for transfer to account Citywide Air Conditioning Unit. Upon approval, the available balance in Reserve Fund for transfer will be $287,366.17.
Capital Improvement City Development Committee, please.
I am pleased to report that union members have ratified collective bargaining agreements between the city, the Attleboro Municipal Clerks Association, the Attleboro Laborers Association, Local 1114 Laborers, and the Attleboro Laborers Association, Local 1144 DPW, for the period of July 1st, 2017 through June 30th, 2020. I believe these agreements are in the best interest of the employees and the taxpayers. A copy of the memorandum of agreement between the parties is enclosed. Therefore, I hereby respectfully request your honorable body to transfer $206,572.05 from account Citywide Reserve Fund, Labor Negotiations, in order to fund this collective bargaining agreement to the following. Mayor lump sum retro, $850. Audit accounting lump sum retro, $2,550. Assessor lump sum retro, $1,700. Treasurer lump sum retro, $850. Collector lump sum retro, $2,550. Personnel lump sum retro, $1,700. Clerk lump sum retro, $850. Police lump sum retro, $3,400. Fire lump sum retro, $1,700. Inspection lump sum retro, $4,250. Public Works lump sum retro, $15,300. Health lump sum retro, $850. Veterans lump sum retro, $850. Library lump sum retro, $850. Recreation lump sum retro, $5,950. Park lump sum retro, $14,450. Mayor longevity, $100. Audit accounting longevity, $150. Assessor longevity, $200. Collector longevity, $300. Clerk longevity, $100. Police longevity, $150. Fire longevity, $200. Inspection longevity, $350. Public Works longevity, $100. Health longevity, $200. Veterans longevity, $200. Recreation longevity, $800. Park longevity, $825. Mayor's salary, $2,485.29. Audit accounting salary, $5,683.61. Assessor salary, $3,410.50. Treasurer salary, $1,545.76. Collector salary, $5,240.23. Personnel salary, $3,091.83. Clerk salary, $1,728.43. Police salary, $9,404.73. Fire salary, $3,639.02. Inspection salary, $11,685.03. Public Works salary, $39,507.61. Health salary, $1,865.95. Council on Aging salary, $1,238.78. Veteran salary, $2,014.14. Library salary, $1,570.60. Recreation salary, $14,430.19. Park salary, $35,705.39. Additionally, I respectfully request your honorable body to transfer $58,023.68 from account Wastewater Enterprise Fund, Reserve Fund Labor Negotiations, and $51,749.86 from account Wastewater Enterprise Fund Insurance in order to fund this collective bargaining agreement to the following. Wastewater Enterprise Fund lump sum retro, $28,475. Wastewater Enterprise Fund longevity, $4,670. Wastewater Enterprise Fund salary, $76,628.54. Moreover, I respectfully request your honorable body to transfer $39,904.94 from account Water Enterprise Fund, Reserve Fund Labor Negotiations, and $45,486.03 from account Water Enterprise Fund Insurance in order to fund this collective bargaining agreement to the following. Water Enterprise Fund lump sum retro, $21,250. Water Enterprise Fund longevity, $2,315. Water Enterprise Fund salary, $61,825.97.
Personnel and Human Services Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Legal Secretary Allison Wood regarding a copy that the Council on Aging would like to declare surplus. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body to declare the following as surplus and available for disposition. Copies in your packets. It is a Ricoh Officio MPC 2050 color copier. It has a black and white meter reading of 278,144 and a color meter reading of 106,559
City Property and Claims Committee, please.
I respectfully submit a communication from Legal Secretary Allison Wood regarding surplus items that the Water Department would like to declare surplus. Therefore, I hereby request your honorable body to declare the following as surplus and available for disposition. Copies in your packets. They are 200 used water meters, 200 pounds of pipe removed from service during repair of water main breaks, 1 backflow prevention device. It failed and it was removed from service. 1 pre-treatment chain drive in poor condition. 3 Halmar Robicon 300 horsepower VFDs model number ID-PWM obsolete and non-functioning when removed from service.
City Property and Claims Committee, please.
I respectfully request your honorable body to waive the following permit and application fees related to the construction associated with the Attleboro High School project. Building general, electrical, mechanical permits, fire protection / sprinkler / alarm permit, low voltage, water and sewer, dumpster, street opening, fuel storage, sewer connection, curb cuts, health department inspection fees, conservation commission application fees, local wetlands protection ordinances, wetlands construction, notice of intent filed with the Conservation Commission, wetlands crossing, notice of intent filed with the Conservation Commission, public / waterworks utility potable water cross connection, and sheet metal. Temporary heating, separate gas / sheet metal permit. Temporary cooling, separate gas / sheet metal. Major site plan review application with the planning board, and various special permits and variances with the zoning board of appeals, earth removal, height of buildings, so forth.
Capital Improvements and City Development Committee, please.
I respectfully request that the municipal council hold a public hearing pursuant to section 16-2.2 of the revised ordinances after notice to abutters to lay out Rathbun Willard Drive and Brennan Way as public ways and accept said ways and any related drainage, water, or sewer facilities or easement pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 82, Section 2, and Section 16-2.1 of the revised ordinances of the city, all as shown on a plan and profile entitled City of Attleboro, Massachusetts Layout Plan and Profile, Rathbun Willard Drive and Brennan Way by Castle Booze Associates, Inc., dated August 31st, 2018, scale 1 inch to 40 feet, equals 40 feet, which plan and profile have been deemed satisfactory to the Superintendent of Public Works.
Zoning and Land Use Committee, please.
Sincerely, Paul Haru, Mayor.
On to other communications.
Yes, we received a communication dated August 13th, 2018 from the Council on Disabilities regarding the adoption of Mass General Law 40-8 to change to a commission in place of a committee.
Personnel and Human Services Committee, please.
We received a communication dated August 16th, 2018 from Attorney Thomas Moran of Casey Law Offices providing 4 cases discussing various issues related to zoning amendments.
Zoning and Land Use Committee, please.
We received a communication dated August 20th, 2018 from Scott Rolfe of Andrews Engineering providing alternative plans for the Laurel Knoll rezoning application at McDonald Lane.
Zoning and Land Use Committee, please.
We also received a petition submitted August 22nd, 2018 from the residents of River Court at 4 Hodges Street regarding window replacement at the complex.
Thank you. I actually spoke to the mayor about this. We're going to refer that to the administration. I spoke to him about it tonight.
Okay. We received a communication dated August 24th, 2018 from National Grid and Verizon to install a push brace pole at the corner of First and Grove Streets, pole number 6555. Public hearing is required.
Thank you. Public Works Committee, please. Councilor Jackson, would you like to call for a public hearing on October 2nd?
October 2nd for the public hearing, yes, I would, please.
Thank you. We will have we'll have a public hearing October 2nd for the poll. And that concludes.
Nope. We also received a letter from the mayor about his reasons for refusal to sign the August 16, 2018 roll call vote in regards to the marijuana ordinance.
Zoning and Land Use Committee, please.
And that is all, Mr. President.
Thank you. That concludes the communication.
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
Don't we need to call a vote on the public hearing?
Well, I don't know when they want it to be, so,
Oh, okay.
oh, the public hearing for the.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That's a vote.
yes, let's do that. Does it have to be roll call?
No.
All right, so we're actually rewinding a bit.
Okay.
Go back to the vote for the public hearing on October 2nd for the poll for National Grid and Verizon. Did you say roll call?
No roll call.
Oh, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Motion passes. Again, we will have a public hearing on October 2nd for the petition from National Grid and Verizon to install a push brace pole.
And that is all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we can, I entertain a motion to go into committee of the whole.
Second?
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We are now in committee of the whole. Is there anyone here that would like to address the council on any matter of city business?
My name is Francis Balut, and I live at 120 Carrier Avenue, South Attleboro. I'd like to know if I can present this information, which I had obtained this afternoon. And that is, I was over at the Union Bicycle Shop, and if you're in the street and you're facing the Union Bicycle Shop, to the right-hand side, this building says vaping supplies and all kinds of other stuff. So I had just gone inside the building to see what was there, because the 31-year-old veteran of the bicycle shop said, "I certainly hope they're not going to be selling marijuana over here." But I said, "Don't know, but I'll see what I can find out." What I learned is, now this is just hand sanitizer, but I'm saying there was an object of this size and diameter and everything. But this guy, when I asked him, I said, "What's all this curly Q-type glassware?" And he said, "Well, these pens are, if somebody wanted to use marijuana, you take a cap off like this, and you can put like 1 gram of marijuana in here, and then the other end is tapered that you put in your mouth." And he said, "You can smoke that, and you can get 12 hits from that one filling of the 1 gram of marijuana that's in here. And when that turns black, it's no good. You have to get rid of it." But I just couldn't believe how much stuff was in there. And what I didn't realize, I'm looking through, and I can see a look-through all the way to Pleasant Street. And I said, "What's in that room?" And he said, "Oh, that's the antique shop that you see from the street. Because when you get on the Pleasant Street, you go under the overpass, and then just to the right-hand side, you see usually is an antique shop, and then you can get into the Union Cycle driveway." But they had case after case within glass that he had to unlock, pull out this specific item. I say it was worth $175 just for this one item. And I don't know how many of you counselors have been in that building. Have a raise of hands? Okay, so you've seen all this retail stuff?
In the same building as the antique, the
It's in the same building, but it's on the back side, and it probably takes up, like, within the length of the building, probably takes up
I didn't
1/4
notice any of it,
the
but yeah, I've
size.
been in there.
But as I say, there's shelf after shelf of all kinds of things. I said, "Do you have any kind of pamphlets, anything to describe what all this stuff, how it's supposed to be used?" And he says, "No, we don't." He said, "You need to get on the internet and search." But I'm just saying that, and myself, I don't refer to the marijuana that, should I say, makes you high as recreation anymore. I consider it adult marijuana because you have to be 21 to buy this stuff. So that's why I'm saying it's adult. But I just wanted to show you this little sample, and I didn't ask the guy if I could take any pictures, because I was sort of assuming that he would said no, because, you know, I always have my camera with me. But I just want you to know that there's a business right there as an example. And I'm again so pleased that Councilor Peter Blair had introduced and we passed of having marijuana sold strictly in the industrial zone.
Just a quick question, not to prolong, Mr. Balut. They actually did not have a marijuana or a marijuana extract or anything for sale there.
No.
These are tools or
The retail paraphernalia that
it can be used with,
can be used for
I just
doing
wanted to make sure that.
that, because I asked him if he had it.
I think that can
He
be
had it
sold
there.
just anywhere.
Council Dolan?
Have you always lived in Attleboro?
Have I what?
Have you always lived in Attleboro most of your life?
No, most of my life actually was in North Attleboro.
So I've lived here my whole life. When I was a kid, there used to be a place called Jerry's Closet. Anybody?
You're the only one here.
Anyway, they sold the same things, and that was 30-something years ago. Same exact stuff you're describing right now.
Okay.
And that's exactly what it used for, and it wasn't legal at that point. So I know those things, like I know some people, I think that it's interchangeable now, because I think you can use those pens for vaping. That's not necessarily marijuana.
That I don't know.
Right, I
But
think
he
if
was
you went
very
in there, that whatever that pen is that he showed you would be for vaping, and I guess since marijuana is legal in whatever form it comes in, I don't know if it's liquid or whatever.
Well, he did say it would be, marijuana would be used in this item that was shaped like this. And he did specify, because I asked him, I said, well, what quantity goes in there? I have no idea. But he said 1 gram. I don't even know how much 1 gram is. But what he told me is you could get 12 hits out of it. I said, yeah, I've heard that slang before. That's how many times you can get,
Right.
spaced out.
But yeah, they've always sold
Any
stuff
other
like that, really.
Any other questions?
Thank you. So, greeting, Francis. How are you tonight? Doing all right?
It's what?
I said, how you doing tonight?
How am I doing tonight?
Sure.
Well, I'm pleased that President Cooper is willing to let me
Sure.
express my experience that I had today.
So, Francis, just so you know, Councilor Dolan is 100% correct. There are multiple places throughout the city, and even so much so, I have a glass blower that comes to farmers market who sells pipes. Paraphernalia, if you will. It's not a legal activity to be able to provide the supplemental paraphernalia that goes along with different things like that. And Councilor Dolan, again, is right with the vaping circumstance. There's juices that you can put in that are tobacco-based, or so that's what that portion of it is. If that particular retail establishment wanted to become a marijuana dispensary or adult use retail facility, they would have to go through the same exact process that every other applicant would have to go through, and the ordinance that we passed would apply to them. So the gentleman at Union Cycle doesn't have to worry about that at the present time turning into a adult use retail facility, because it's not zoned appropriately.
Well, this person that had unlocked the case to take this out so we could take the cap off and show me that type of thing, he did not offer or say that this could be used for anything else. No.
That might actually be the case, but again, there's
it's
not
possible. It's possible that it could have been used for something else. But I know the owner of the bicycle shop was very adamant. He said, boy, I hope he's not going to stay there. And I didn't even know if maybe, I don't know, what he's doing,
Just
but
my final comment on that, and I'm sorry, but if he's that concerned, he can contact us and come and speak to us in front of the committee of the whole as well.
because the,
You're going to say, Mr. Delicio. But that would be the recommendation, but I see the floor.
Councilor Delacy.
Thank you. Frank, always good to see you. I appreciate your ongoing crusade in this area, in this arena. I just want to be really careful because that business in particular has been very good at, conforming to ordinances as they relate to, I remember 5, 6, 7 years ago, the synthetic marijuana, and they were one of the first to take it off their shelves, everything else. And I'd hate to see this council refereeing a match between two well-known businesses in the city unnecessarily. So I think that your point is certainly one that I think we'll all take back and we appreciate. But I think that to Vice President Preker and Councilor Dolan's point, these are items that have historically been for sale for quite some time. And I do appreciate your concern, and we've talked about your concern several times. I don't have the fear that they will soon become a retail seller of marijuana. Thank you.
if you have a chance, stop in there, you'll get a better impression, I'm sure.
What they're selling is legal, and the bonuses, they were locked up. You said you had to take them out of a locked case,
Yes.
so you have to be
Yes.
21, so I
Right.
assume that they're
Right, they're
doing
all-
that by the rules, keeping them locked up unless you have an ID.
Sure.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you, Francis.
But thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council on any issue of city business at this time? I don't see any, so I would entertain a motion to arise from committee of the whole.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. We are moving right along to committee reports, and we will begin with Council Blair.
Thank you. I have no reports to bring forward tonight, but I wish for a committee meeting next week at the appropriate time.
Council Blair.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no business for Public Works this evening, but I would like to call for a committee meeting at the appropriate time next week. And also just to remind the voters that you have like 32 minutes. Please get out and vote if you haven't voted today. Thank you.
Thank you. Council Conti.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Capital Improvements and City Development Committee has nothing to report for this regular meeting of the council. However, we will have the Attleboro Redevelopment Authority in our committee meeting next week. If we could be pushed up to the top of the schedule, we'd greatly appreciate it. So we look forward to our meeting next week, and that concludes my comments for tonight.
Thank you. Council Cobus.
I don't have anything to bring forward today for the Zoning and Land Use Committee and call for a committee meeting at the next appropriate time.
Great. Vice President Preker.
Thank you. Reporting for transportation and traffic. I have no business for the committee, for the council this evening, and call for a committee meeting at the next appropriate time.
Council Delacio.
Thank you, President Cooper. We have no business tonight for budget and budget and appropriations, and I'd like to call for a committee meeting next week at the appropriate time.
Perfect. Council Dolan.
License Committee has no business this evening, and I'd like to call for a committee meeting at the next appropriate time, please.
Council Reynolds.
Same. City Property and Claims has no business this evening, and we would like to call a meeting at the next appropriate time.
Perfect, thank you. Last and certainly not least, Council Holmes.
Thank you. I have two motions. Reporting for Personnel and Human Service Committee tonight, I have a motion I move to accept the resignation of Counselor at Large Julie Hall, Attleboro Municipal Council member, effective midnight, September 3rd, 2018.
Second.
Thank you, motion is in order. Any
We
comments?
discussed it tonight, and President Cooper, I think, explained it really well, so that's it.
Any other questions or comments? This requires a roll call vote, and we will begin with Councilor Blair.
Mr. Blair?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Conti?
Yes.
Mr. Cobus?
Yes.
Vice President Parika?
Yes.
Mr. Delicio?
Yes.
Ms. Dolan?
Yes.
Ms. Reynolds?
Yes.
Ms. Holmes?
Yes.
President Cooper?
Yes,
10 yeas, 0 nays.
thank you, motion passes.
I move to declare a vacancy exists in the office of Counsel at Large Julie Hall, Municipal Council member. Further, that the Municipal Council instruct the clerk of the council to cause notice of this vacancy to be published in a newspaper of general circulation in the city of Attleboro on September 6th, September 7th, and September 8th. 2018. Said notice to inform the voters of the City of Attleboro that the nomination papers for the office of Council at Large shall be filed in the office of the Board of Election Commissioners no later than 5 p.m. on Monday, September 24th, 2018.
Second.
Thank you. Motion's in order. Council Holmes.
So again, the important date is September 24th. The papers have to be returned to the election office with 100 signatures.
Any other questions on that?
120.
It's 120.
It's 100.
It's 100.
Any other, Council Delicio?
That's just a buffer.
It doesn't state in here, but I'm assuming the papers will be available tomorrow morning.
I believe that they will be available tomorrow morning, and Council Blair is kind of right. I mean, usually you want to do a little bit more than 100 just to make sure in case there's a couple that they can't be read, but they have a whole schedule of what would be happening, but September 24th, that's a very short amount of time to get those signatures, so.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, this requires a roll call vote, and we'll begin with Council Holmes.
Ms. Holmes?
Yes.
Ms. Reynolds?
Yes.
Ms. Dolan?
Yes.
Mr. Delicio?
Yes.
Vice President Parika?
Yes.
Mr. Cobus?
Yes.
Mr. Conti?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Blair?
Yes.
President Cooper?
Yes.
10 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. Motion passes.
That is all the business for Personnel and Human Service Committee tonight, and I'll call for a committee meeting at the next appropriate time.
Great. There is no old business.
Point of order. Did you ordinance?
Reporting for ordinance election. There is no business tonight, and I'll call for a committee meeting at the next appropriate time.
Great, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I was anxious to get out by 7:30 and you missed the mark. There is no old business, there is no new business. I, at this time, would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, we are adjourned at 7:31. Yes.